Hi, I'm Elena Sophia, and today I want to talk to you about IBDB, or the Internet Broadway Database. This is a biographical resource that focuses on Broadway plays and musicals. It was created by the research department of the Broadway League, which is the national trade association of the Broadway industry. You can see it behind me here. It is home to information about Broadway shows, theaters, awards, as well as, and most interestingly, the people who bring these productions to life, such as producers, writers, lyricists, actors, and more. Scrolling down on the IBDB homepage, you will see a search bar for general searches. And scrolling down, you will see Discover Broadway, which allows you to explore any of these topics, as well as current productions, which shows all of the current Broadway shows as well as touring Broadway productions. If I go back up to general search and type in the name of an actor, for example, I'm going to use Jonathan Groff. Jonathan and Groff, and I'm going to search that. Here we go. It'll take me to his page, which tells me his birthday, where he's from, and a list of his credits. Something really important to note is that this database is not a comprehensive list of all of Jonathan's acting credits. IBDB only takes into account Broadway credits from either on Broadway or touring Broadway productions. The credits are listed chronologically from most recent. Next to the credits tab is the awards tab. This will show you all of the nominees Jonathan has received, and the blue star next to the nominee shows that he won the role. So, for example, we can see he won a Tony Award for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role in a Musical in 2024 for Merrily We Roll Along, as well as a Theatre World Award 2007 for his role in Spring Awakening. At the bottom of an actor's profile, there is a Find Out Where search bar. This allows you to see if there are any shows that Jonathan has worked with another actor. I'm going to search Adina Menzel, who is who is an incredibly decorated Broadway actress, most famously known for originating the role of Elphaba in Wicked. So that was a quick result. It shows there are no common productions between Jonathan Groff and Idina Menzel. This further emphasizes that they only look at Broadway credits because they did actually act together in a movie. They were in Frozen together. Idina Menzel voiced Elsa. Jonathan Groff was the voice of Kristoff. I'm going to go back to his page. I'm going to try another actress. This time I will do Lindsay Mendez, who was also an actress known for Elphaba on Broadway. And this shows they have one common role together in Merrily We Roll Along, which is a musical comedy. So if we click on the title, it will show you the play's profile. Looking at this picture, we can see Lindsay Mendez as well as Jonathan Groff and Daniel Radcliffe also starred in this musical. On a musical's profile, it lists the theater which the production took place, in this instance, the Hudson Theater, as well as the opening and closing date, when the first preview was, and how many previews and how many performances there were in total. There are professional photos of a production, and there are four tabs highlighting the people, songs, awards, and statistics. The People's tab is broken up into the production staff, opening night cast, and replacements. If we look at opening night cast, we can see Jonathan Groff and Lindsay Mendez did act in this together as Franklin Shepard and Mary Flynn. Under the songs tab is the track list in order and who was performing each song. And looking at the awards, we can see that Tony that Jonathan Groff got for Best Performance by an Actor. It also won a couple other Tonys, including Daniel Radcliffe got Best Performance by an Actor in a Featured Role, Best Revival of a Musical, and Best Orchestrations. If we go to the Statistics tab, in one moment, it will show us the um, it will show us how much the shows made each week and the attendance. The show had 8 shows a week and 100% attendance, which it was at max capacity. That's wonderful. I keep clicking on view graph. You can see this visually. And if we switch to the earlier season, the 2023 season, you can see back when previews started up till when they were more in attendance. And these previews have the lower capacity, and then it's at max capacity for the rest of its run, which is wonderful. Let me get out of here. This resource has a lot of practical applications for those interested in theater. By looking at shows, you can see what productions are currently on Broadway and the productions that are currently touring. It also shows the upcoming productions, which is very helpful if you're planning a future trip to see a Broadway show. IBDB also has research applications. The site is really good at building and understanding its timeline. It shows when actors worked together and the progression of a given actor's career. It's great for tracking common collaborators. IBDB also makes it very easy to look at the history of a show and how cast changes from previews to opening day to closing, as well as any revivals. IBDB is a great resource for those invested in live performance and who want to research the history of Broadway productions. All right, have a great day. That's all I have for you. Bye.